Hi, babies. How are you? I am Mommy Black from Little Baby Boo Nursery, and welcome to my crib. Okay? Hanging out here, wanting to say hi, giving you a rundown of this past year. It's been crazy. The past couple of years have been just nuts, right? But yeah, I've been a little MIA for the past few months. Some terrible tragedies, but it's fine. It's fine. Moving forward in our pajamas, okay, in our comfy holiday socks, relaxing, relaxing. So I've had some health problems, which I'm sure you guys know. I have some autoimmune issues, so I've been kind of out of it recently. And so a lot of you have been writing in asking about in-person sessions, and we are still on hiatus because COVID's still around. It's still a thing, and with the lupus and stuff, I get real tired. That being said, I am planning on doing some virtual sessions coming up here very quickly just to check in with all y'all and see what's going on. I am also planning to do some in-person sessions in maybe January, February. I don't know. I'm hoping if everything works out, if I'm still feeling well, then I want to do a couple, just a few, just to kind of test the waters, put the toe in, test the waters, but we'll see. So I've mentioned it many times. I am terrible at social media, like absolutely terrible. I will usually like post something and then not check comments and stuff. Not that I don't want to, I just don't have the energy. So I have a new plan, right? My new plan is to basically pull off most or almost all of the social media for a little bit and just focus on one. So I'm going to focus on YouTube. And so I've been kind of getting into YouTube and figuring out what you can do to make it work in all of these different fun things and stuff. And there is something called YouTube memberships. And it's similar to the Patreon that we used to have, but I think it's a little bit more streamlined. So we're going to try that. So we're starting up a teeny tiny baby YouTube membership. Basically, it's just going to be a story time. So this is what we're going to see if this works. So we're going to see if this works for me, if I'm able to kind of to interact with people, because really that's what I want to do. I want to be able to interact with people virtually, but not have it just be so overwhelming like it is right now, where like I don't know which way is up. We're starting off the YouTube membership with just one tier. It's called Story Time, and it's basically just that. One story a month. Me, probably in here, somewhere around the nursery, reading a story to you guys. Part of the membership is also going to be you guys helping me to determine which book is going to be read the following month. So it can be anything, well, almost anything, any children's book. What I love about this idea of doing this YouTube membership with the story time is that, and doesn't have to do with you, this has to do with me and my energy levels. It gives me a way of being able to be a caregiver when I'm not feeling so great. So I'm able to just kind of interact with you guys in a way where I'm not expending so much energy, because that's been the problem for the last year, is that I don't have the energy to give, and I still want to be able to have that connection with you guys. Speaking of, so earlier this year, we were supposed to do summer camp. We were supposed to do space camp. And so I had filmed a lot of stuff. My littles and I had filmed a lot of stuff. We have a lot of activities filmed. And then, of course, one of my babies, my puppies, passed. So I had a very difficult time right when we were supposed to do summer camp. So we postponed it. And now I'm thinking that the perfect time to run that is actually after CapCon. Not everybody's going to be able to go to Cap, which, you know, is understandable. We're going to be at CapCon. So speaking of that, going on this tangent, just follow this tangent with me. It's fun. Go for the ride. I owe you guys a video from last year's Cap. I have the first video, which is about preparing for a convention. And then I had the second video, which I had filmed and never posted. Again, energy issues. So I have that to post and or redo. And that's going to be all about what to do at a convention when you're there. And it doesn't have to necessarily do with CAP. It can be for anything, but tips and tricks for making the most out of a convention, right? And then the third video that I was going to do and will do one day is for con drop. And con drop is basically what happens when you come back from a convention. It's basically you're on this high and then suddenly you're just low, because all of this fun that you had, all of these great things, all these great people that you met, and, you know, feeling really connected with everyone, then coming back to your regular vanilla life, it can be very depressing and very sad. So I figured the perfect time to do summer camp or space camp would be right after CAP, so that people have something to kind of wean them down off of, you know, off of CAP, and it gives people something to do. It also gives people who weren't able to go to CAP something to do that's kind of fun, you know, for the community. So that's the plan right now. Yeah, read my shirt and do what I want. This is the plan, but we'll see what happens. And that's fine. That's fine. It's all coming from love. So just know that everything I do for this community is coming from a place of love. So yeah, I do my best. I'll do my best. I'm only one mommy. So this video was just a little, oh, what's up? How you doing? Checking in with y'all, letting you know what's coming up. I hope everyone is doing really well. I can't wait to start this YouTube membership stuff because it's going to be kind of a fun way to start interacting with folks. Like back in the day of Patreon, that was super fun. That membership is going to start out on, I think we're going to do it on December 24th. That's going to be at the same time. I'm going to release a little story that I'm reading for Christmas on that day too. And I think we're all just going to start on that day. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I'd also like to, like I said, do some virtual sessions around between like Christmas and New Year's. Make sure to check out our website, which is littlebabyboo.nursery.com, because that's where I tend to update things. Make sure that you sign up for our newsletter. I've recently switched all of the emails from MailChimp over to Wix. So we'll see if that works. I'm going to send out a newsletter there. We'll see if that works. I don't know. Again, social media. I'm a caregiver. In person, I'm great in person. Don't know anything about the social medias, things like that. It's fine. It'll work out the way it's supposed to work out, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, be sure to join the membership, because on there is where I'm actually going to be interacting with people on there. And be sure to like this video and subscribe, because this is where, oh, you know what is also interesting? The communities tab. I didn't really know too much about. I'm just going to be really looking into YouTube and figuring out what's going on with all the stuff that we can do with YouTube. That's going to be my next plan of action. So make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be tinkering around there. Hopefully I don't explode anything. I might. I don't know. But I would love for you to take the ride with me. It's going to be super fun. So have a lovely day. I'm so glad that we're able to reconnect. I've been thinking about y'all, and I'm happy that I'm able to come back and say hi. I look forward to hanging out with y'all.